You guys can, yeah? Someone text in chat, so I know you guys can hear me. No one can hear me? Oh, okay, yeah, easy. I'll give it a minute. And then we'll go over some pairs. I want to go over my loss as well. Everyone can see my screen here. Yo. Alright, I'm gonna journal the loss. I'm gonna get started now. I'm gonna journal the loss. So this was the trade I had marked out yesterday. I was eyeing into this, and then I took the trade after the rejection candle. And we had a break of structure, and then we confirmed this structure, boss F boss, with this boss and demand zone. So I took the trade, and then I didn't realize it went up this high. I went to sleep, and then I got taken out. I didn't move stop loss to break even. So generally, I would move to break even after 2 breaks, which is 1 here, and then the second break here. And then that's when you get to break even. But I was asleep, woke up, no break even, straight to stop loss afterwards. So that's alright. And this was on the M3 as well. It aligns with all the time frames to go up. M3 result. Oh wait, control. Wait, why is it not screenshotting? There we go. So I'm just gonna mark the result here, and then go back here. Look, all the other time frames is just going up bullish. So H4 was bullish, and then went down to the H1. H1 was bullish. I was even gonna target this high, but I was like, nah, let me be a bit conservative. So this was the H1. Oops. H1. And then for H1, we saw that boss F boss reacted off the demand zone, same thing, and then we just called M3 continuation. Now I was gonna take profit a bit earlier, and the reason for that is because of this structure here. We had a change character, and then we had an F boss here. So it made sense to mark out a supply zone from here. So that would have been a good take profit right there. Oh shit, wrong one. But I wanted to, the reason why I wanted to not take profit here was because I wanted a candle close above here in order to hold the trade. Because if it did do 2 candle closes, one candle close above here, and then one above here, above this area, I know that price is gonna run to the high that I marked up before. So that's what I was looking for, and I wasn't going to short the trade, short the pair. I was just only looking for this supply zone to take profit, because you need to have a logical sense of movement. So if I saw that it rejected here, then if I saw that the mitigation happened here and the close happened around here, all right, this candle, then I would have taken profit around there, and then it would have been a nearly 1 to 2, so it would have been the best trade. So this could have been the outcome 1 to 3, but no, I didn't end up holding it. I went to sleep and then got stopped out. So that's the first loss. That's the first loss on stream. In total, we have 9.5 minus 1, 8.5 R altogether. Yeah, 8.5 R. And then this is the cross 3 trades. 3 trading days. We've got 4 setups, but now we're gonna look for more setups, see what's gonna happen, and then add them to the crypto outlooks. We missed 2 trades as well, but that's alright. These ones did pretty well. Bitcoin, that's what I was looking for. That's exactly what happened. And same as Ethereum, came down to the demand zone, but I wanted the zone to get swept. It didn't. Came in rejected, so I didn't take the trade. Now these pairs, I'm still waiting for it. Pepe, forward test, that went pretty well. Now I'm looking at another long for Pepe. M15. So it aligns with everything. So this was the forward test. This went pretty well. It would have been a break even. And then this, the high probability zone I marked out, it came in to the area and then it rejected. It didn't give me the mitigation I wanted. I wanted a deeper mitigation or even a liquidity sweep of the entire zone. But that didn't happen. It did give us a rejection, but the rejection was too far off to take the trade. It wasn't worth a long. So I'm now dropping down to the M5 and I'm seeing a potential setup around here. So this is an area I want to look at. I'm going to clear this. And then this is the area I want to take. I want to confirm. And then this is an area where we could confirm as well. And the reason for this is because this potentially isn't an FBOSS. It's reacting off of this demand zone here. So we can say that it's a continuation to a boss FBOSS to the upside. And then the liquidity build-up is also very, very clean. We have this liquidity here that needs to get swept. So this is possibly 2 areas we can trade for the day. The other pairs, I'm not sure if I want to trade the other pairs. We'll mark it up anyways, but as of today, out of all the 300 pairs we have, this is the one setup that I'm really looking into. So we could have this target like here. Easy 1 to 4. Well, so this is I want to put this in the journal as well. So this is the potential reaction. I can't copy image. Control S. There we go. So I'm going to go to Crypto Notes, Stream Journal. I'll show you guys how I do my journaling. So Pepe, we're on the M5 confirmation. M5 confirmation. I'll post the trade there. That's what I'm looking for. And then above this, I want to show you guys the 1 hour structure. So this is right here is all the structural confirmations. But right now we're looking at the proper structure and the whole story behind it. So this is on the high time frame, 1 hour. So H1 bullish. And then generally when I'm marking H1, all right, this is bullish. We're getting internal, we have the internal structure, external structure, very good demand zone reaction. Sometimes I would take the trade there, but I stopped doing that. I started to drop down to a low time frame and look for continuations instead out of the zone. So I don't want to take the limit here. I never do. I'd rather trade it around here. So it would make sense for me to not take a rejection candle here, but rather look for like M3, M5 continuations afterwards. And then that means that everything aligns and it makes more sense to take the trade rather than the first thing. So we always need to be patient. Check chat. Nothing? Okay. Okay, easy. So Pepe is something we're looking at. Looking at the M3 as well. So I'm guessing maybe in New York it could hit. If it keeps ranging, I'm hoping it keeps ranging, so it keeps building liquidity. And then now we need to mark up a logical take profit area as well. So I'm going to jump back to the M5. What do we see? Let's get M15 instead. Okay. So I'm going to mark this out, this break here. I'm just going to mark it as a chalk. This isn't a real change of character. I'm just using it as a substitution to look for a take profit area. So chalk, FBOSS, and now we have structure to confirm. It's a Python to confirm. So I will trade into that area for 1 to 7 trade, and then call out look for candle rejection here. Dash shock confirm to exit. So as soon as price comes into this area, I'm not going to take profit right away. So I'll leave my take profits up here as TP if it does end up there. But once the alerts come up here and then my alerts go off, I'm gonna start being conservative. I'm looking at the trade. If it goes in and then it wicks down but closes above and just keeps going up, then I'm taking profit outside of this area. But if price comes in, you know, it gives a little rejection outside, closes below, I'm then exiting, and then it could probably be a 1 to 6, and that's fine. So I just want to be, the story needs to make sense in order for me to take trade, and then in order for me to exit as well. So we're just waiting for that. So I'm gonna add this to here as well. So M15 exit confirmation. Not valid until we have an entry. So that's what I'm looking for today. What pair was it? It was Pepe. I'll do one for pending trade. So I'm not gonna make that a number yet because we haven't entered the trade yet. So it's not really something you want to journal yet. This is just the pre-trade analysis that I have marked up in order to take the trade. So do you guys have any questions? No? All good? Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna add this to the watch list. Pepe. Oh, and the crazy thing was I had this marked up outlooks and everything on last stream, and then it was such a good trade, but I didn't take profit. Lost an hour on that. I'm still cut a bit, but it's alright. We'll look at width. So I'm just gonna look at the outlooks first, see what makes sense. So I took this trade and then I got break even. But this was no, I didn't take straight. I'm capping. This was a forward test. This was on yesterday's stream. I was marking up what was happening, and then we were looking for potential trades to take. So I'm gonna get back to the 1 hour. What do we have? All I see right now is a range. So after this entire thing happened, we went back to a range. I'm just marking up what happened. So I had a break structure here, and then we called this an FBOSS, and then we had a demand zone here. Price reacted off. We gave us a clear candle rejection right there. Closed above, and then we would have targeted up here. So even though we're not in this trade, we're just gonna mark out what's happening and then what we can do. So now I'm gonna jump down to M3 and look for a clean continuation. Maybe somewhere here. Breaker structure here. This could be an FBOSS as well. This could be an FBOSS to this breaker structure here, but I just wanna mark it out anyways. Best case scenario, we take the trade. You know, worst case scenario, we forward test it. But I like the liquidity build up from here. So this trade is not the lowest zone, but still a continuation. So therefore take half risk, take X risk. The reason why I'm saying X risk is because I need to check the risk to reward. If the risk to reward is very high, the chances of this playing out is very low. So you'd want to lower the risk that matches a proper TP. So if I had like a 1 to 3, but it's a high win rate, then obviously I'm going to risk more for the 1 to 3. But if I've got like a 1 to, what is this? 1 to 24, 23, the probability of this playing out is like less than 20%. So why would I risk the same as if I risked a 1 to 3? It wouldn't make sense. So I'm going to take, instead of 0.5, 0.25, and then you have 0.1. So with 0.1% risk, we'd make 2% gain, 2.4% gain. So I'll do 0.2% risk. 2.2% risk. And 0.2 times 24, we'd make around 48%. Well, 23.5, so 47%, 4.7%. That's pretty good risk to reward, 4% for 0.2% risk. So that's something worth taking on a very low risk. And then another would be this area here. This here, scale to 0.25% risk. Worst case scenario, I lose 0.5% after spreads, commissions, fees, but this would be a high probability zone to me because it rejected, gave us new structure, and then gave us a change character as well. And as I said again, this could be an FBOSS, so I'll set alerts here as well. And then this is already on my watch list, but that's what I've got marked out. I'm not gonna add it to the journal yet. I'll add it afterwards because I don't know how this zone is gonna play out. But if this one plays out, that's what I want to journal. Let's get back to PopCat. Let me check. Got any questions? No. Okay. M15. H4. Okay. H4. I'm seeing breaker structure here on the high time frame, and then it's coming back to this demand zone here. So I wouldn't want to take the trade and short into this area. I would want to set up an alert and then pre-plan this trade. And the reason why I'm not taking FBOSS here is because internally there's an boss FBOSS, but this is a meme coin. So I just want to look for entries for meme coins. Previous structure has done this for us. We have a breaker structure here, and this breaker structure was confirmed by this breaker structure because it reacted off the demand zone. Mark that out. And after this demand zone, breaker structure, we had internal structure here, IB. We had the protected low around here, which just got tickled. And then we had this demand zone. So I can't lie, I would have got stopped out because I would have entered off this rejection here. After seeing this liquidity, I would have got stopped out before I ran. But lucky I didn't take the trade. That would have been a psychological, it would have caused me psychological damage, but that's alright. And after this, we can confirm the next trade being this. So drop down to M15. Now, what do I want to see here? So I don't want to see a mitigation and a rejection and then, oh yeah, let me enter the trade. I want to enter, not to enter yet. Set alert for boss FBOSS continuation after a clean reaction. Bias will remain longs. So as you guys can see in the past few streams, I've been showing you guys my entry models. I'm not just taking the first mitigation and rejection. I'm waiting for a low time frame continuation first before confirming the trade. And that's the structural confirmation that I'm waiting for. Unless we have a fat wick here and then just a close above, then I'm taking the risk on the trade. And then I'm still looking for continuations to scale in. But as of right now, none of that. We're just waiting for it. XRP, next pair. Okay, so there was no confirmation on this trade, so it wasn't really worth taking a risk. And then the structure, I'm a bit confused as well, but let me just clear everything. What do we have? We've got a bullish market on the H4. It's just going up, but then let me mark out the outbreak. So price broke out from here, from this wedge here, and then ever since from that break, we've been bullish. And I'm trying to look for an SMC entry, but what do we see? We're just seeing a range. So when does the range start? Range starts from here, and then ends here. and then right now we're just ranging. So I would want price to do, let me get this. I would want price to at least break above this area before looking for longs, or break down through this area and then look for shorts. But I'm not gonna set any alerts because it wouldn't make sense for, oh yeah, the high broke. Like what do I get out of it? Not much. I can't just take continuation from it. It's not enough development. It's not worth it. If anything, this could be a boss, F boss, reacts off the supply zone, breaks above here, and then goes all the way back down. There's a lot of scenarios that can happen during consolidation, so it's best to just avoid the entire pair. So I'm just gonna kick that out of my watch list for now, and then leave these four. These are the four pairs that I want to trade. But let's get back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, is it bearish? It's not clean in the 4 hours. I'm gonna go in the 1 hour. Okay. I'm not going to trade Bitcoin. However, I am going to use it as an indication on where the market's headed. So I know that if my bias is long, and then if 5 alerts hit, one alert's going for shorts, one alert's going for longs, I know what to avoid. Because it needs to align with everything. So I got a boss, F boss here, and then we have a long position right there. Am I taking the trade? No. But why am I marking this out? To show you guys that we can look for a setup after a reaction. So waiting for reaction, not to trade, but to use as an indication of altcoins. Indication for altcoins. You guys will see what I'm doing. I'm just taking my time doing the analysis, not trading anything, not forcing anything. It's not high probability yet, just waiting, seeing what's happening with the outcome, and then I'm taking the trade. Well, I'm going to mark up ETH as well. You guys have any questions? Okay. Everyone's all good? Easy. ETH, fucking dickhead. 6 hour, fucking pussy. Okay. ETH is bullish on all time frames. This is the worst missed trade, bro. Mom saw I would have risked 1,000 on this. Only made 6 bands. But all good, all good. I'm gonna sell alerts here. Actually, I'm not gonna sell alerts there. Maybe I'm overthinking the situation. Let me get to M5. Because I'm seeing a clean break here as a great continuation. And then this demand zone. And then this liquidity. Okay, I'll set two alerts here. One here for this area long. Give me a second. And then one not at this demand zone, but below the lowest point, because I feel like this could become a liquidity sweep. Price could sweep the liquidity here, and then reject. And then if that happens, I'll remove this demand. I'll ignore everything else, and then I'll go long from the rejection. That's the plan for Ethereum. So, you guys want me to mark any pairs? Like, are you guys looking at anything? You want me to mark up? I feel like everyone's just like waiting to copy, not really doing any work. So, same situation, waiting for this area. Wait, we could take a risk here. What's the okay, it's 3.5% stop loss, and then 3. So everything's bullish for Solana. This could be an F boss, but it could also be breaker structure, internal breaker structure, and then F boss here. Let me check. I'm gonna take this trade. This is the trade I'm gonna take. It's rejecting now, 3.5. Solana. So I'm just putting in the position right now. So I can 20x leverage and then, okay. Alright, I'm in. Stop loss 228, 229 actually. Easy. And then take profit is a 1 to 3 at 264.7. 4.7. Easy. 1 to 3. Okay. So I wanna journal this. So number 5 was actually Solana. Move this up. Pair. Sol. Date. Pending. H1. H1 setup. FBoss. Boss IB FBoss. My bad. Boss IB FBoss. And then entry same. We had a deep mitigation. Oh shit. We had a liquidity sweep of the first initial touch, is what I was talking about yesterday as well. So this looks more clean. Oh shit, wrong one. I'm gonna change that. That's the H1 structure and confirm. Plus lick sweep confirm. Lick sweep confirm. H4. I'm gonna show you the H4 now. What I was initially eyeing. So price could potentially get down here. Price can potentially come down to this area. Overall bullish market. H4. Bullish. Potential price dump to H4 boss FBoss. Okay, and then let's look for a take profit area. So I'm gonna jump to M15. Yeah, the way I see it, this is all liquidity. It's not really anything I want to mark. It's just liquidity to me. I want to look for the daily Solana supply zones. Okay, so for the daily on 2021, I want to mark up this red candle. Okay, so we've already broken it. So wait, is this new highs for Solana? Oh, it is. Okay, so there's a potential for Solana to break new highs. If that's the case, then I should just target 3.5 and then just look for more continuations. So 3.5 are 266.74, 266.74, 266. 266.74. Ah, easy. And that's the trend I'm taking for the day. So 1 to 3.5, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna add this Solana to the watch list as well. Sol USDT. Use 20x leverage to free up capital or increase position size. Okay, so it's not really about the leverage. So I think everyone's too worried about the leverage. Leverage really doesn't matter. If you put in, let's say, $100 on 20x leverage, you're holding on to $2,000. So if you really need to calculate the stop loss. So you see how it's 3.5%. Let's just run up to 4%, right? I'm gonna show you what leverage means. So where's the text? So let's say 4% stop loss. So if we use 20x leverage, then we have to calculate 4% times 20, because that's the leverage, which is 80% of how much we put in. So if I put in, let's say $100 on 20x leverage, then I'm exposed to 80% of the $100 being gone. Therefore, $80 will be taken away from my account if I hit stop loss. So that's the position sizing. You guys can do $50, but even with the $100, after you stop loss hits, it'll be close to 90 after fees, spreads, commissions. But that's how you work out leverage. So you never honestly, if leverage is too hard, then just stick to 10x 5x leverage. Don't go overboard, because you'll get used to it. The math will just make sense to you once you get some experience. Does that make sense? The purpose is to, it's like forex. You know, some accounts have 1 to 100, which means they give you $100,000 funded account, and then time multiply that by 100. That's how much you're exposed to in the forex markets. You could spot, like, no leverage. It's up to you. Like, there's no downside to it. Solana, AVAX. Am I looking at anything else? AVAX. Because honestly, judging from yesterday's stream, I don't see much going on in the crypto markets besides forced trades, which I don't want to do. Crypto forex more profitable? It depends. So for me to find forex more profitable during the start of the months of the year, forex is definitely more profitable. But when forex dies out during end of November, December, and January, you can't trade forex. But crypto is booming right now. Like, it's creating new highs. Bitcoin's nearly at 100K, and that makes the trading volume for crypto way higher. So whatever has volume has money, and you want to be the one taking the money. You don't want to stick to one market, and then if it dies out or consolidates, you don't make any money. It's not really sustainable. So as of right now, crypto is the way. Forex, we're coming to an end for now, but I'll be more focused on forex in February basically the rest of the year. Oh, what's the 10% drop? Peanut. Oh yeah, I marked out the short, but we never got the confirmation to go down, so I didn't short it. And then, if anything, I would have got raped before it rejected, but that's fine. It didn't really react off anything. I think it was more exchange manipulated because it's a meme, but that's alright. What I am seeing though is this internal break structure, internal FBOS, and then this reaction here from this demand zone. I'm gonna clear that. And then price, after it came in, rejected, it then went up. So we could look for a continuation. I'll drop down to M5, see if there is any continuations. It's not looking like the best, but I'm not gonna FOMO into the trade, because I know a lot of people would just FOMO in here and be like, oh, you know, we still get a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. It's not worth it. Just be patient. There's a lot of pairs, and there's literally tradable pairs every day. So I'm just gonna mark this boss, wait for this demand zone, and then honestly, just see what happens. I'm not gonna take the trade here. I'm not gonna force it, but we will be waiting for it. We'll be patient for it, because I'm already in a trade. I don't want to risk, I don't want to risk double my risk on 2 trades in the same direction. I'd rather like 1 short, 1 long, and then who knows, one might hit. I'm gonna start this as well. You guys have any questions? No? All good? Alright. Neo. But I can't be fucked going through all these pairs, bro. But I know, like, judging from like 2 streams ago, if you go through like 100 pairs a day, you find at least 2-3 trades, like high quality trades, and you just kick out all the non-high probability trades, and you're just psychologically better. For forex, I reckon there's only a couple pairs that like you can trade, and then you just, I don't know, not the best on psychology, but that's just for these months. Is Near a short? No, I don't know. let's check my soul position. Yeah, nearly at TP 0.01 Let's get down here. Wait, let's check gold real quick. And then my mate flexes in a buy. I don't know if he exited. These are sells, bro. Gold to sell. Yeah, I don't see anything on gold. Okay, so we got 5 Pepe. Then the last trade for the day is just Pepe. Okay, so that's, what is that? That's one trade in today, and then another trade we're just waiting for. I'll see what Sol does, and then I'll make a breakdown for Sol as well. If it hits TP, I'll make a breakdown. If it doesn't hit TP, then I probably won't make a breakdown because I pretty much broke down my entire setup for you guys right now, my entire thought process. I'm gonna check the refinements real quick. Okay, we could refine to this lowest demand here. Price does come in. Okay, yeah. This whole setup looks really clean to me. We'll just see what happens. Alright. What time is it? 12:38. Okay. Do you only trade FBOSS entry model? Yeah. The FBOSS entry model came from Trading Pool, and then I just refined it with my own edge. Because I see a lot of people in TP, they just, they trade one boss in demand, one boss plus imbalance, and then another trade boss FBOSS with imbalance. Like, you guys need to stick to one system. That's too many systems. Stick to one, and then look at all these other pairs, and they'll work out. If you trade one system, it works. But if you trade like multiple systems, one pair, how do you gather data on it? You can't. Doesn't make sense. That's why I see a lot of unprofitable people always quitting and shit. Trade everything and they get nothing. Yeah, it's the highest probability, not because of the FBOSS, but because of the liquidity. Many people aren't trading liquidity right. You're just forcing the setups. The best thing you can learn is just like, less is always better. You never have to force anything. Crypto's going up, that's good. Here, I'll show you an example. Sometimes I see people do this. They mark this, break a structure, and then they go, oh, yep, fake break a structure, FBOSS here. And then they don't see any structure breaks here, so they go to different time frames, let's say 5 minutes. And then they say, oh, yep, structure break here. Oh, yeah, it was actually a chalk. Like, you guys are forcing the structure too much. It's just a range. I see so many people do it, especially in my one-on-one calls. I see so many people do it. You guys are forcing it and then asking questions, being so scared for me to answer and shit. Okay. That's the rest of the stream. I don't think there's going to be another trade. If there is, I'll probably drop on call tonight. But other than that, yeah, that's it. See you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.